Welcome back to the channel. I'm Emmett of the Artist. Now, look, real quick, things are getting weird in comic book space. Now, I think what's happening is that Marvel and DC are seeing how popular probably like the crossovers of the TMNT were like Masters of the Universe and Naruto and Power Rangers has been in the last few years, and they're like, well, let's revisit our old, crossovers and do that again and kind of f that up because that that Deadpool Batman left so it was just like the weakest story you could possibly find. The dialogue of Deadpool was on point. Ryan Reynolds, but the art was subpar for what the artist can do. And the plot and the story was seemed rushed and just like that. This is just a story to get them together. It's nothing impactful at all whatsoever, or even interesting. So what is DC doing now? They're like, well, we did that. What else can we do? Well, I'll tell you what else they can do. But first, if you're new here, thank you for stopping in and choosing this video. And if you're an older subscriber from like way back in the day and you're still here for some strange reason and you're one of the 15 that watches, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But let's take a look at this new AEW DC crossover. Yes, wrestling has once again, I think they have done it before, like way in the past. I can't remember. I'll tell you, if you know, remember, put it down in the comments down below. But this is new because, and it's actually, I'm not gonna say it's weird, but if it was anyone that was gonna get it, pause AEW. It seems, I guess, because if anyone is probably more superhero-ish, would be AEW, right? Not the more polished WWE, so it kind of makes sense. But let's take a look at it right here. So AEW, now this is on Newsweek, Variety, all the comic trades, everybody has this. Here you have it. AEW announces exciting new crossover with DC Comics, right? Oh, close that. Okay. In an official press release, All Elite Wrestling has announced that it will be teaming up with DC Comics for a 2-issue comic book event, which is great because 2 issues is perfect. I don't need to have like a 4, 5, 10, whatever. 2 issues is fine. I got it. AEW and DC Comics join forces in a groundbreaking comic book crossover that unites two powerhouse universes in a bold new storytelling experience, launching with a special preview edition available exclusively at fans at New York Comic Con. So if you're going to New York Comic Con and you are there, I would grab a copy or two and save it. It will probably be worth something later down the road, especially these ones. And if it's, yeah, just grab a couple copies if you're gonna go to New York Comic Con. AEW has built a universe as rich as dramatic as any comic book, where stories unfold through great passion and unforgettable rivalries. That's what I said, right? I said that if anybody's more like, that is exactly what I said, unpolished and sort of more superhero-ish, would be AEW. They have that kind of thing going on. AEW said in the press release that now the universe leaps into the ring, from the ring into the page, in a 48 two-part comic book saga written by Steve Orlando, illustrated by Travis Mercer, with covers by Lucas Meyer. In this epic tale, the AEW's finest, including Mercedes Moné, Will Ospreay, and Darby Allin, John Moxley, Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, Timeless, Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale, and Orange Cassidy, Kenny Omega. Listen, if these are not superhero names, I don't know what the hell is. Like, these literally should just be superhero names. Team up with legendary DC superheroes, including Aquaman, Batman, Nightwing, Green Lanterns. So that's Green Lanterns guy Gardner. Okay, I got it. And Jon Stewart, Hot Girl, Zatanna, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn. Together, they must recover a big galactic belt and prevent a comic catastrophe. Why is Daniel Warren Johnson not been tapped to do at least a cover of the interiors? I don't know, but damn it, he should be the one doing this. This was like a layup. Fans will be able to get a preview of the comic at New York Comic Con alongside panels with countless AEW stars. The comic itself will be available to purchase at comic book shops at AEW.com and select AEW live events in 2026 throughout the country. Oh, nice. So there it is. That's the shebang. Here's the thing. Daniel Warren Johnson, layup, do a power bomb. He's a huge AEW fan. He's a huge wrestling fan. In his comic book run, he does every fight scene has a suplex backbreaker, power bomb. He did a whole comic book about wrestling. His art is on point. Please tell me you're gonna get variants with Daniel Warren Johnson. And if you're new to sort of the comic books from the wrestling world and you're seeing this, and you're like, who the hell is Daniel Warren Johnson? My friends, I implore you to find out who that is. He's done a Jushin Thunder Liger book. He's done to do a power bomb. They have trades on that. If you want to read a comic book about wrestling that's off the wall crazy, do a power bomb. is bananas, and that's a pun intended, because if you know the comic book, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is kind of crazy. Am I gonna pick it up? I don't know. I'm not a fan of the artist like that, or that art style. And unfortunately, I'm gonna fall prey to the whole situation of like a Daniel Warren Johnson were to make a cover or variant, then I would pick that up. But that goes against what I kind of believe, like I hate that. But I like the artist so much that I would probably just buy it because he did it, not because of what it is. But yeah, it's an interesting situation. I mean, listen, I would definitely consider it. Hopefully, they release a couple pages here and there, and I can read it and see if it's actually worth getting. But if it's interesting enough, I probably would get it. But anyway, let me come down below. What do you think? This is a thing that you would buy? Is this something that interests you? Do you know somebody that loves wrestling and that was in the comic book movie sector, and maybe this is like a gateway into comic books? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.